hello YouTube, Damo_23 here, and welcome back to the youth-only challenge of 1860 Munich. Today, in episode 44, we have a recap of the Champions League group stage. And you can tell by the date, it being the 7th of November, and if you look at the fixtures, we definitely have at least one Champions League group stage game left. We actually got two. There's a reason why we're here, and there's a pretty ecstatic reason. I have been live, ladies and gentlemen, for 2 hours and 52 minutes in today's stream. We started that stream against Barcelona. I'm just going to say right now, I have played a numerous amount of games. I have drawn one match and won the rest in all competitions. And the game we drew was Union Berlin. That does mean we are already qualified from the group in Group G. We are, as you sit here in Group G, we're going to go straight to Group G because it needs to be shown in big screen. We are 12 points from 4 games with 4 wins. We have beaten Barcelona, then beat Anderlecht 5-0, beat Inter 5-1 at home before beating them 2-0 in Italy. And we are one of the most informed teams in Europe, and we have gone on a run. Just to highlight how crazy this stream's been, we got off after losing to Dortmund last night, saying we're going to play till we lose. We have gone and done that. So there's a 1-0 win against Bayern Munich, who didn't even have a shot on target. They had 11 shots and put all of them off target, which is great. Beat Hanover 4-0, Anderlecht 5-0, Mainz 2-0, Hamburg 4-0, Inter 5-1. Now, the Union Berlin game, we drew because I was hanging up close from my mum. So I just set the game up with the rotated side, came back in, it was 1-1. I was like, I'll come back before the game ends. Went to go finish hanging up the clothes, came back, made a couple changes at halftime. A couple, first team boys came into the centre of the park. Like, Dino came on, and I think I brought on... I took our left back off and put in Sally because Omaha has 7 natural finishing. Anyhow, what I'm trying to say is I didn't get back before the game ended. The game I came back and it was already 1-1, and I was like, wow. Then we beat Cologne 5-0, Bayer 4, 6-0, and then Inter 2-0. So what? We've conceded in today's stream. I've conceded 3 goals in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. In 11 games of football, I've conceded 3 goals in a tactic that is very attacking from minute 1. Let's go recap how we have gone in the Champions League itself, because that's really what you're here for. So if we go into the filtered tactics and we go all competitions and we go by Champions League, there are your results. Don't know why, just go by date, thank you. We beat Barcelona, you've seen that. Let's go and show you the 5 goals here. As you can see against Anderlecht, we went full strength. Main reason was we played Hanover before, which we rotated against. We went full strength knowing if we beat Anderlecht, we win here. I'd still, at the time I said, I expect Inter to probably beat us at home because their squad's really good. And away from home, we definitely lose. And then, yeah, we'll see how we go. I have a look at that link in this at the end of this YouTube episode, Berg. I completely forgot to click it before I started. I apologise. We are live on stream, as you know. Links are down below to come follow us live on Twitch and everything. Anyway, Hernandez got the ball, cut one in there, found Kisma. And important to note in all of this, James Margetts has scored goals. And I've always said if he gets more than 25, 30 goals in a season, we're going to win everything. And, well, he's doing that at the minute. Anyway, EH, what a ball finds. Kisma again. So glad we didn't buy a left winger. We stuck with him because he's been immense. As well. Kisma now picks the ball up down here as well. Finds a ball eventually to James Margetts' head, who flicks one into the bottom bin from there. Great neck muscles. As good as neck muscles as a Formula 1 driver right there. And then Lovett picked the ball up. Found Dino. Dino goes on a run. He finds Kizzy. Finds James Margetts. And he fires one cross keeper, which you don't often say as well. And Margetts made it 4. And our very last goal, we won the ball back. Margetts, Kisma finds a ball into Behani, who finds Margetts for a hat-trick. And, well, yeah, it is what it is. And there we go. So a 5-0 win there, YouTube. We then moved into Inter. And, well, I'm just going to recap. This Inter squad is a squad that is fantastic. A little bit older, I will give you that. But just to recap how the squad looks, Fernandez is fantastic. Diogo Dalot is fantastic. Skriniar has still got 14 acceleration and pace at 34. Bastone is still world-class and played 92 games for Italy. They got Ferland Mendy. Lefebvre's a Belgium elite midfielder. Nicolo Barella played the second game against me in the middle of the park at 32. Winjan, we actually passed up. And, well, he turned out to be freaking fantastic. Bruno Fernandes at 35 is still physically a monster with the 19 physicals. Vinicius Jr. and Victor Osimhen. That is a team that's pretty good. Throw in Leroy Sane, throw in Rafael Leo, throw in Bernardo Silva, who scored against me. Yeah, they're a very good team, and Gianluca Mancini has not played a game against me yet as well. They're a team that is absolutely monstrous. we beat them 5-1. As you can see here in these highlights, absolutely absurd. Their first shot on target went in. Was a fairly open game, but there we go. A ball came through here. Dino's ball in. Found a way to love it. Lovett's ball to the top of the box. As we get a follow from Andy Carroll, one of my favourite ever footballers ever. And Marget slides in at the front stick, and there we go. Lefebvre there with a ball. Finds Bernardo, and there we are. Andy Carroll, I will, but just after this YouTube episode, don't worry, my fan. And it was 1-0. Before Hernandez slots a penalty with 17 penalty taking to make it 2-1. Rosario finds Ami, finds EH with a ball, found Kizzy, and Kizzy with a little dink made it 3-1. Our ball movement is just insane in this tactic. I'm going to put it out there. We are just mental. And yet again, we're on the ball again. And Inter didn't know what hit him. Dino, Nathan Lamb, ball to EH. Nathan Lamb started this game. We had a couple injuries. We still win 5-1 with the third choice left back. Alcides wins a header, finds Coffey, finds Kisma. First time, half volley, out to Hernandez. Fires that one cross keeper. And it is a 5-1 win there in the Champions League YouTube. And then lucky last, Inter Milan in the group stage. I need to continue a day so you guys can watch the goals for that one. There you go. Let's just go back now to that game. We should be able to see the goals now. And you should be able to watch the goals. There we go. Inter made one change, which was Barella. And we won 2-0. Very open game. Inter actually deserved the score. 3.3 XG, but Artis is a bit of a freak. And there we are. Anyway, we get a bit of a press on here. Ami wins the ball back. Straight away to James Margetts. Inside 2 minutes. Found Hernandez, who just side foots it in because he's absolutely fantastic. And our second goal was the clincher. Lovett's ball in. Alcides with a 19 jumping reach. Ever since we signed him, we've actually started to score corners. And, well, there we go. That's how it looks. You guys are going to see Barcelona yet again for another live comment because it will dictate we finish first or second. And even then, I think if Barcelona win against me, it puts them to 10 points. All we need to do is beat Anderlecht to finish top anyway. But I will give you the Barcelona home game with the form that we're in to see if we can beat them home and away. But as it stands, we're unreal. We're one win away from top of the group, which we will do against Anderlecht at home. We're just the next level little footballing side. We're second, only a few points behind Dortmund, and we're into the next round of the DFB Pokal. What I'm trying to say is YouTube. I said it as a joke, but realistically, from the football we've seen, could we actually just do a treble in our first year in the Champions League and end the save? Let me know below. It'd be ridiculous to do it, but so far, proof in the pudding. We're actually really fucking good. Welcome back, YouTube. Second to last group stage game, another live comp versus Barcelona, where you know a point or a win would secure a top spot. We also play Anderlecht on the final day at home as well, so this game does not matter too much. And we're making a very brave decision here. The league is important. We just played Leipzig after international duty, and we had Freiburg, who we also beat. As you can see here, 1-0 down, but played full strength, did get a result, did win. And here against good old Barcelona, doesn't really matter what happened here, but Inter won 3-0. We are rotating against Barcelona. That is correct. We are fully rotating versus Barcelona. Umholt is going to start, though, at left back because he did not play that last game out. Christopher Schumacher come back from injury. He's got to play. But the main reason I'm rotating is mainly because this game's a bit more of a dead rubber. You got to say 99 times out of 100 we're going to beat Anderlecht at home. And I will probably go full strength there to make sure we do top the group. So even if we get spanked here 10-0 by Barcelona, means, you know what, at the end of the day, if it happens, it happens. So we do have guys that could play, you know, EH and Dino and that are not 100%. But, you know, for me, as long as we have a very good bench, which we definitely do here, we will be okay. And, you know, I think we definitely have a good enough team to do the job. I will play Reece Artiers just to give us a little bit of, you know, ability to be okay out there in terms of like in goals. But yeah, look, I am rotating here against Barcelona. That is correct. Artiers, Brito, Burden coming in, Cilia, Omholt, Diallo, Christopher Coffey, Villanueva, Burhane, and Quintero. A lot of guys that are on the peripheral, a lot of guys that have played really well, and hopefully guys that can lead the line and do the job. You know, the bench is still relatively strong. That is a very strong bench for any team in world football. So, you know, maybe we get to the 75th, 80 minute and the game's on the line. I've got guys I can bring in here to maybe do a job. Anyhow, be interesting to see how we go. Important to note, Christopher, by the way, has just been capped by Austria, which is fantastic. And look, I think we're unreal. Demi Ami finally got his first cap for Argentina as well. Played twice over the international break. But yeah, my one worry in this team is Diallo's not a DM. He wasn't wanted by Atletico Madrid. I hope he does leave. It's the one spot where I'm not happy with the backup. But he normally wouldn't play me. He wouldn't normally play wherever we need to go. Haven't seen Omholt before, Berger. He's just our first choice left back, mate. He's just learning to play the role. So Berger hasn't seen Omholt. If his guys don't know who Christopher Omholt is, he will be the best left back in world football, I believe. I just feel like once he knows, we have Trent Alexander-Arnold on the right and Lovett, and Robertson on the left and Omholt, because I think he's fantastic. But yeah, there's your team. We'll have a quick look at Barcelona. Kalu didn't play the last game against me. Playing this one is absolutely unreal. Apart from that same back four, same midfield on the right, the Brazilian, Gavi de Jong, Diogo Jota, Isaac and Aurelio. So the same team, but Kalu is coming at right back, which makes him slightly stronger. They know they need to beat us. They know that they need to beat us here, and then we somehow screw the bridge against Endel at the top of the group. We're yet to lose in a very long time. I do expect to lose, though, here against Barcelona rotating, but it doesn't bother me too much. It'll be interesting to see how we go. Barcelona themselves haven't lost the game since they last played against me as well. So yeah, we'll be okay and see how we go. We're already qualified into the next round of the group, but a rotated 1860 versus a Barcelona side that are hunting for blood and looking for revenge after we beat them at the new camp. Coffee with a big spread of play, and Berhain with a first-time ball in for Quintero doesn't find him, and Barcelona will be able to build out. I think if we had a better six, we could probably give them a game here. Oh my god, a mistake, Christopher goal. We're 1-0 up. I don't know what they were doing there, but Christopher Schumacher has been scoring goals in the league, and for 5'3", it just plays like a guy with big boy energy. He just puts his body around at 5'3". Look at him, a little midget. Arundro maybe didn't see him. He just oh yeah, somewhere. And then I can't explain that. World class centre back doing that. I can't tell you. Anyway, we're 1-0 up here against Barcelona. Absolutely shocked them. And the reserves are winning. Brito, Villanueva, Coffee, have a dig. He's either footed too. He's the Ivorian international, and then he look for Brito, doesn't find him. We press as we always do, and Brito wins it back. Numbers in the box. Villanueva, it's 2-0. I don't understand how that's offside. So, they're going to give it against Quintero, who's not even anywhere in the game of play. It's going to be disallowed. I hate that. That's never offside in the world of football. Wow. So win the ball back. It's because Quintero's standing there. He's even level, so it should count anyway. The keeper's never saving it. The keeper could claim he's unsighted. He's my God, Football Manager. Of all teams to do that against, not Barcelona. Anyway, De Jong from distance over the bar. 1-0, 20 minutes played. Interesting to see how we go here. Time ticks away. 1-0 to the good. And we've been much the better team with the reserve side, which is ridiculous, to be fair. Barca, you really not creating too much. They are playing a 4-4-2. They played 4-4-2 last time. I would play him in a 4-2-3-1. Anyway. Same as Mork last night. Yeah, man. Anyway, Quintero. Mork's goal should have counted. Coffee. Berhain. 2-0. What the fuck? You're winning against Barca? We've made 10 changes and we're winning against Barcelona. Just gonna put that out there. We're 2-0 up and we've fully rotated but our goalkeeper. Ten changes against Barcelona and we're 2-0 up. I'm just going to call it now. We're winning a treble this season, and that's going to be the end of the save. Coffee finds Villanueva, finds Quintero, who's in, with 17 finishing, and Diogo Costa in goals decides to actually wake up and make a save. Still 2-0, 1860 Munich. I'm in a little bit of shock. Cilio, I put it just wide. I'm in a little bit of shock. Barca have been absolutely poor. Isaac's already off. Samuel's come on as a poacher who's been a regen there for a very long time. Christopher Schumacher's looking dead. And they want EH on. Sure, get EH on. World-class centre mid. Yeah, up you come, buddy. David Brito for Alcides. Quintero for Margetts. Do I even need to? Well, I do now. So James Margetts will come on. There we are. I don't even think I need to make changes. I don't. We're 2-0 up. We're flying. Tackle. Cilia. Barring Barca scoring right now. We're here. We've got to remember, we only need a point to top the group in our first year in the Champions League. And we're fully rotated, and we're beating Barcelona 2-0, and Margetts with the header puts it over for 3-0. This is next level. The boys are ticking away. 88th minute, Brito with a ball in. Burden doesn't win the header. I don't see Barcelona scoring 3 goals. Brito finds Burden, finds Coffee, finds Villanueva, finds Brito, gets to the byline, cuts one to Burhane. He can beat a man, he can hit it if he wants to. Finds Diallo, and we got to have to rebuild again, and that's got to be them on the break, because Diallo's the worst player on the park here. That's a poor ball. They have been really poor. Long ball towards Villanueva, not known for his headering, so not going to win that. And maybe Barca could score from this highlight to put some pressure on us. Sergi Gomez down the left-hand side. Ball back stick. And it's headed wide. 89th minute, still a highlight. Diallo can turn. Decent with his feet, the Ivorian international. Coffee now looking for James Margetts. Icing on the cake, James. James, yes it is. He scores again. It's 3-0. A fully rotated 1860 Munich side. I've got to beat Barcelona 3-0. Just, yeah, I don't know what to tell you. I don't even need to make a third change. Just, yeah, whatever. Game over. Football Manager's easy sometimes. You actually get a highlight here. This could be them scoring. Would have preferred the clean sheet, lads, not going to lie. It's not going to matter, but I would prefer the clean sheet as Arundo's in here and fires wide. We have made 10 changes from the team that beat Leipzig 3 days ago. 10 changes from the team. Maybe 9. Maybe no, we played fully strength against them at the new camp. We made 10 changes from the team that beat them at the new camp 2-1. And here we are at home versus Barcelona to top the group. We are going to be 3-0 winners. The game actually wants to end the highlight. Hey, make it 4. Burhane's in. 4-0. Do it, Burr. Cuts it. Oh, be selfish. It is 3-0. There we go. Wow. Barca never got out of first gear. What a result. Fully rotated, and the boys just stepped up and said, we're all right. Got to remember, our fully rotated side is not a bad side in football. Like, there are a bunch of wonder kids that aren't too bad. Quintero's out for 11 days. It's not too serious then. That's fine. And there we go. 5 games played, 5 wins, 15 points. Our first year in the Champions League, and we yet to not lose a game. We also yet to draw, and we have a game against Anderlecht on the final day at home to win 6 from 6. Football Manager's easy sometimes. I'm just going to put it out there, by the way. Watch the first round of the knockout stage. We'll get a big team, we'll lose first round, because that's generally what used to happen in the Champions League. But we're pretty class, we're pretty quality in YouTube, and I'll see you next time. It will be for the knockout stage draw. And to recap how much we beat Anderlecht by. We're going to top the group, and we're going to top it in style. Welcome back, YouTube. It is the Champions League first knockout round draw. I am wrecked. I've been live since this morning, and it's been 5 hours and 10 minutes. And in this stream, we have not lost a game. Just to recap, we have gone, since we played Dortmund, on this run of games, our only games we dropped points in is Union Berlin, and we've only conceded 1, 2, 4, 5 goals in 5 hours and 10 minutes of streaming. If you ever want to check this out, links down below. Come follow us live. This stream is done on the 9th of January. If you want to go and check out exactly how we've gone. All right, knockout stage. You're probably all thinking what happened against Anderlecht, Damien. Very simply put, we actually had a tough game. 2-1. We did concede late, but Anderlecht made it really tough for us. A couple disallowed goals were offside. I thought Margetts was on, but the game said no. Mercifully put, we did get a couple of goals after that, though. Burhane's, I thought, was offside, but the game said he was on here. So he was on, but I thought live was off. But in the end, good little finish. Side foots it. Thank you very much. He scores a second as well to put us 2-0 up in the 90th, and then we concede from a set piece. Look, if this game meant more, we would have not have rotated, obviously, but considering it was to win 6 from 6 in the league, I'm not going to bat an eyelid if we concede a 94th minute corner, and I'm not going to bat an eyelid if we did get FM tier either. So there we are. In terms of the teams that we could be drawn up against, Our non-seeded sides are Ajax, Arsenal, Barcelona, who we can't get, Dortmund, who we can't get, Porto, Salzburg, but more importantly, Liverpool and Real Madrid. It always feels like that when you get through. A lot of the big boys have missed out. Saying that though, when you look at all the first seeds, myself, Chelsea, City, PSG, Milan, Juve, and Bayern and Monaco. Maybe Monaco's a team you probably expect to come second or third in their group. But really, it just shows that, look, the Champions League's bloody hard. If we want a team out of this, we want Porto because we pumped them 7-1 in a friendly game this season. Or we want Salzburg. But, anyone but Liverpool or Real Madrid would be quite nice, I feel. Arsenal would allow us to play against Yepi, but they're pretty well class too. First at the hat is Real Madrid, and they get Bayern in what's going to be a scintillating tie. Next is Liverpool, and they get Milan. So right now, straight away, we're looking straight at Arsenal as being the only team we really don't want now. Dortmund get Juve, and Arsenal get 1860 Munich. Well, considering that Liverpool and Real Madrid were already out, maybe a bit unlucky to get Arsenal. But guess what, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls? I predicted this because if you saw the SFB save, the amount of times we topped the group and then walked into a team that is unreal, here we are. Arsenal Football Club are unbelievable. Their profile, their general stuff is here. Martin Odegaard is the key player at 31. They've still got Ramsdale in there. But more importantly, if you go all the way down, no matter just rotated, the world-class midfielder of Jeppe Hansen is here. And he's played 5 times out of 7. And we could be playing against our boy Jeppe in the Champions League. Aaron Ramsdale is a world-class goalkeeper. They're a pretty world-class side. I don't understand why they're doing so poorly. Lewis Cook's in there. Zinchenko's there as well. They've got, obviously, Davies. Joe Geldhart grows into a great striker on FM as well. They've got a pretty good team. I don't know why they're not performing well in the league. If you go to the season preview, Arsenal were predicted to finish 6th this season. They're not a bad little side. That's what their team looks like on paper. Tyrini, Zinchenko, Tomiyasu, Jeppe and Damsgaard, Eldsted Edward, Odegaard, this guy called M. Davies. Yeah, pretty good striker. Yeah, that's a very hard tie. I do, however, believe we can beat them, though. If we can keep it close and tight in England, I think we'll beat them in Germany. Considering we've beaten Barcelona home and away and Inter home and away, surely we can maybe do the job against Arsenal. Who knows? Is that going to be next episode? Maybe, because it's such a big game. Maybe for these Champions League games, I kind of got to give you live comms. I know I've been trying to get away from live comms in terms of wanting to condense what's been happening on the stream. Come watch the stream. But I guess because it's Arsenal and it's Jeppe Hansen, I think I've got to show you both of them. I just feel like there's never too many dead rubbers in the Champions League. Maybe if we got Porto, I would be like, right, if the second leg's interesting, I'll show you the second leg. If not, I'll just recap that result as we go into the quarterfinal draw, for instance. But yeah, look, it is a hard tie. We get Arsenal. It is what it is. But I am optimistic we can beat them, and that will be your next episode after recapping what happens in January, of course, and with all the results as well. We're currently top of the tree by a point because Bayern also beat Dortmund in the league, and we are at the minute on the way to win the league. We have a chance to win the Champions League as we made it through the group and topped it. We're yet to lose a game in the Champions League as well. And lucky last, we of course are in the DFB Pokal and on to the next round where we have Hoffenheim and see how far we can go there. Could we do the treble? It's a real possibility. I'll see you next time. Thank you and goodbye. Like, subscribe, links down below. The same usual drill.